As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies close.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Clap it up!
ActinUpPodcast in the house.
Can you believe it?
What?
I mean,
We're still here?
We still here.
That we haven't ended up like the poster?
You know what?
Well,
you know
yeah.
what?
If you were in front of me today, you probably would have did that.
You know what? Yeah, I gotta get to that. We're gonna get right to that.
Yeah,
you know what? Earlier
we would have
today.
some creative differences.
Yeah, you know, it get like that at Acting Up Podcast. You know, I wanted to grab them and choke them up and
You know, you ever see somebody who say, "Hey, I got a great idea. Let's buy a ticket to the sun." No, you're an idiot.
Yo,
And that's the kind of stuff these guys be calling me with.
Hey, listen, Cisco, I swear, man, listen. I'm glad we calmed that down. I think we both had to get that off.
Well,
right?
hey,
It happens that way, huh? Salute, man. Come on.
Needed that, man. You were acting up on the phone, man.
Hey, listen, man, I was on one. You took me there. I was in public.
You know what it is?
It's in
We're
public.
both Sagittarius, yo.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
I'm born December 1st. He's born December 2nd.
Yeah, and I'm his uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Uncle.
I mean, you know.
The uncle that never gets invited to the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, but if he does, ooh, it's gonna be fireworks.
Now listen. I've been known to get excited. I get excited. You know what I mean? I'm passionate. You know, it's just passion.
There's a
You
lot
know.
of passion there.
So, you know, that's how we do things around here.
I mean,
This
you know
is
what?
Acting Up Podcast, so we can't take ourselves too serious. You know what I mean? And sometimes because we joke so much, you know what I mean? Like Heckle and Jekyll and all that. You know what I mean? You know, I actually named you the idiot, but you know, we'll get into that. The thing about, I mean, respectfully. You know what I mean?
Is there a respectful idiot?
No, I mean, you know.
I mean, Steve Martin as the jerk, that was pretty cool.
No.
Man.
No, what I mean is, you know, we joke so much, we have so much fun that sometimes we gotta let it out. We gotta burst that energy. You know what I mean? We gotta let that out.
Nah, hey, we fire signs.
You know what I mean?
It's fuego, and
You
it's
know what I'm
California,
saying?
the winds, the sun.
Yeah.
Hey, next thing you know, I'm on fire.
You on fire.
Pause.
Yo, hold on.
What?
Come on, you gonna be disrespectful.
What?
Huh? We got fucking bitter man.
Oh,
we got
man.
bitter nigga. And we got side man over here.
surprised
How
we
y'all
ain't-
doing over there?
surprised we ain't
Come
heard
on,
from
let's
him.
give it up for bitter man. Bitter nigga and side
Bitter man.
man.
Inside guy.
We out go.
You know what I mean? But hey, we got a new person to the crew.
Who that?
You
Give
know
him
what
a
I mean?
name. Give him a name.
So we got side guy on set.
We got
bitter man.
We got
on
bitter
camera.
nigga,
We also
bitter
got
nigga.
another.
Better nigga.
We got a second camera back there. And,
Oh my God.
And you know what?
Who is that?
We gotta come up with something.
gotta come
good
up with a
for him,
name
You know what I
for
mean?
him. Because
I
you
mean,
know, it's not
old man camera.
Word up. The Grizzly Adams of camera.
Old
Yeah,
man
see this guy.
camera.
That's the
Hey.
OMC, old man
that's
camera.
the
A very talented filmmaker.
Yeah,
Freeman
for sure,
White,
for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
Freeman White.
Big old bitter man.
Yes, sir.
Real side guy.
Give him some love. Give him some love.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta give a shout out to Jennifer, because if you don't shout out to Jennifer,
Hey,
Jennifer.
Jennifer,
come
come on.
on, man.
I
You know what I mean?
She got
Salute.
blue pants on. I thought she was. I was kind of worried. I thought she might have been came in crippin'.
You're a little disrespectful
You know what I
tonight.
mean?
I don't know why.
What
Is it because we got a banner? We got a banner now.
Hey, we have blown up.
We going up. It's different now. You know, it's different
Hey, I got a
now.
question.
Yeah.
Are the Smurfs considered Crips?
To some niggas.
Word.
I'm not gonna touch that. That's
That's
kinda
deep.
deep.
That's and would Big U be Papa Smurf? All right, see now I'm about to be shot.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I don't want the trouble.
I don't want that smoke. I'm good.
So what? You know, the other day I had this fucking crazy audition.
Word.
You helped me with it.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
But
did.
I was feeling those vibes. You know what I mean? And yo, I love the way you read off camera. You did that.
Look,
This guy Cisco,
it
y'all
really
don't know.
counts.
Let me tell you
reads
something.
off the paper.
But real talk to all you novice actors out there,
Let 'em know.
and you know that got to do self tapes. Like it's crazy because some of the notes they give you for a self tape is like it's it's a no-brainer. It's like you shouldn't have to tell somebody. Make sure that you read with somebody in your audition. Like, you're just saying your own lines.
Here's the thing. to their credit, you know what I mean? Everybody got to create a job. I don't get a check, right? So what we do our job, and I was giving you credit because we had a vibe going. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. You want me to hold for a plane? No.
There we go.
Go ahead, man.
Honestly, we had a vibe going, you know what I'm saying? Because this is Acting Up Podcast where we talk about things like that, inside information, you know what I mean?
Word.
And how actors help each other, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't necessarily get that help.
Well, right now, there's like at least 1,000 actors that fit your profile that are watching.
Okay.
That are like,
really?
they're going to their agent and be like, find out what Malik Barnhart auditioned for the other
Wait
day.
a minute. You're right. Yo, take that all back.
We're gonna have to air this
take
one
that back.
this summer.
Edit that out. I don't like that.
Nah, we just kidding. But I didn't get to finish. So it is very important to have somebody that knows how to act behind the. I get it. I've had my sister, my brother, my mother, my girl, everybody, help me with a self-tape. When you got to do a self-tape, you just got to do it. You just got to get it done. You know what I mean? But it always helps. And I don't care if you go into the audition. It helps when the casting director actually either has a reader or, gives you a little something to feed off. Because I'm not going to say no names, but there's a few people out there that are just like, oh shit, I'm auditioning. You know what I mean? You auditioned 50 people today. You don't know your lines by now?
For sure. I like a self-tape because I call it a blueprint, like a cheat sheet. You can do it as many times as you want till you perfect it.
True.
It's good in that way. You know what I mean?
I don't like it though. I don't like self-tapes. I like to go into the office. I like to meet the casting director. I like the vibe. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I like to
see
the energy. I want to see if she got some notes because you might think you are so spot on.
Right.
And then next thing you know, she's like, no, this guy isn't that at all. And blah, blah, blah.
But if she's a good casting director, she won't even give you no sign, no hint of you fucking up. You just fucked up. Don't worry about it.
No.
We won't see him again.
I didn't say I fucked up.
Not you.
I made a different
I'm
choice.
About that guy.
And now the casting director is like, we like it. It's not saying they can't act, but here's a note. Boom. And then you take their note and you do it, and they're like, either they say, good adjustment. Yeah. Or they say, thank you very much. You know what I mean?
I've been there. I know what you're talking about.
Like self-tapes just take away from that energy. Like, plus I want to leave the house. I want to when you're acting and you don't work all the time, you're not like a series regular. Right. Auditions is a part of feeling like you did something that day. You know what I mean? It's like going to the bank and depositing a check. You be like, what'd I do today? Nothing. No, actually, I deposited some money. You know what I mean? I accomplished something. An audition makes you feel.
He's passionate about this.
Everything goes into it. Audition is a whole different beast and technique and skill. Besides from acting, there's a lot of people that say like, yo, I'm terrible at auditioning, but if you just give me the part. But that's a part of.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is going, but that's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? And we're not amateurs over here. We're
this ain't amateur hour at the Apollo.
Stanislavski method. You know what I mean? Meisner.
Just gonna stick to method.
Okay. I'm ready.
You do math?
So listen. We here at the Acting Up Podcast.
Yes,
you know what? I want to get crazy. I want to get crazy tonight. I want to get like insane crazy. I want to hear those stories. I want to get there. I don't want to do it all like
I gotta bail you out one more time from jail.
I'm speaking.
You still owe me from the last time you got locked up.
Right, but I'm talking about our guest. I'm talking about our guest. I want to get crazy, zany, crazy. I want to just tell. You know what I mean?
This guy is part of WWF.
I want to get. You know what I mean? But. You know what I'm saying?
Ever seen Training Day?
You can blame Jennifer. Jennifer got me a little. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm drinking. I thought it was Coca-Cola. I don't know. But back to this.
Somebody get that guy.
Tonight I want to do it. We had Acting Up Podcast. Yeah. Yo, I got my man's coming through.
Who's that?
My man's coming through. Yo, you don't know, man. It's just my dude right here. I mean, he one of the realest cats. Young cat doing his thing. I could call him young because I'm his senior. You know what I mean?
Everybody's senior.
Well, you know what I mean? I get old sometimes. But listen, you know what I'm saying? My man, you know, you seen him in all kind of TV. Can I get, you know,
Oh,
bring him in.
wait, hold up. This ain't my dude from Snowfall, is it?
Hold up. I was going to say
I jump the
Snowfall
gun?
because I did my homework. You play
your
too
homework.
much. Yeah.
Finally.
You know him as Ray Ray in Snowfall. You did. You know him as Ray Ray in Snowfall. You know him as Ryan Payne on the House of Pain. But don't worry about all that.
He was
Don't
an
worry.
actual Payne?
Yes. And did you
shit.
Did you see the Oath? You know him from the Oath.
The
people.
Oath is dope, yo.
Yo, my man. He's fucking very, very talented. And he's also, you know, he's spitting a little lyrical too, I heard.
Say word.
Yeah, I wanted to feel like give us like a little
freestyle, give it
bar
drop
too.
some 16.
Maybe we could like pat like you do that thing, you know, like
Oh,
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Let
But
me
yo,
take another sip.
you know my man from mad TV shows. You know my favorite joint that he did. I gotta look down here because this is because I had to write that down because you know to show you I did my homework.
Got that short term.
My favorite joint that he did that I liked him in his character was Point Blank.
Point Blank.
Point Blank on Netflix right now,
with,
doing his thing. Yes. With who? With who? Anthony Mackie, come on, stop playing, man. Don't play with me right now, Mac. Don't play with me
but I
right
mean,
now.
you forgot his classic.
You talking about ATL? I know ATL. Come on, he was all he did it as Austin. I know
All
it's
my
popping.
peoples were in
Yo,
that
let's give it
movie,
up. Let's
man.
give a big up for acting up for my man Markice Moore.
What up, my dude?
Right there.
I'm waiting on her to make that drink.
Oh yeah, that's Jennifer. She gonna take care.
You coming in with the man.
Live too. What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all Wikipedia me, didn't you?
No. I mean, you know, I did my homework. I don't know.
You really don't got no
I don't know.
Wikipedia.
I did my homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who live is this?
That's mine. This is my first time going live. I never did this before, but
Hold up. Let's give it up for the drinker.
Thank
You have
you
to
very
come up
much.
with a cuter name than
Jenny
that.
from the block. That's not original.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, so
Drink,
drink. I guess I'm not looking at the camera. Right? I'm not
Drink low.
Okay, just do what I'm doing.
Yo, hold up. This your first time at Cozy Studios?
This is my
right?
first time.
Scozies. I said
At one of these
Scozies.
podcasts
right,
type
get it
shit
tight.
like this.
Yeah. And you like they treat you nice, they treat you right, cause you know.
Man, y'all motherfuckers got me drinking.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
That's a good thing.
I
yeah.
don't trust the media. I don't trust you guys.
Oh shit, he called us media.
Gotta
You gotta
crossed over.
pull that mic just a little bit further away from you.
Okay, yeah.
There
Where's
we go.
our sound guy? We got our sound engineer. What's
Sound man, you got enough reason to worry. Sorry, but that's how we do. That's how we do. And we were just feeling it for a second. What's good, son? What's going on?
I'm great, man. Things have been going great, man. I stepped into producer shoes and, living this LA life.
Yeah, what's that like? Where are you from?
Jersey.
Jersey.
And how different is LA from Jersey?
Not much. Not much. Besides that, when you talking about
trees.
LA, we talking about Hollywood.
Right.
Two different things.
That
And a
all
lot of
depends on
people
who you
that come
surround
out here
yourself
don't know
with.
nothing about LA.
Yeah.
So we talking about LA?
I mean, shit. It was just a question, man.
Fuck them up. Fuck them up with that.
Hey, yo, did he stop yet?
Keep going in, like, yo.
Hey, look.
He didn't know I was
It was that. And he gave the Jersey stare. You gave him the 30 to life.
Are you talking about the coast, my brother, or Big Bear? The snow. Because depending on where you at, it might be cold.
Honestly,
Maine.
though, Jersey is very similar to like South Central.
Yeah.
Like if you want to compare it to
My phone didn't
anything.
believe me.
I mean, you gotta think. I mean, Pac didn't really, he had beef with Biggie, then he took it out on the whole East Coast, but he fucked with Jersey hard.
He was born in New York, moved to Baltimore, East Coast,
so,
man.
Jersey's special, I think. Jersey is not New York. We don't want to be like New York.
Wait.
You guys want to be like you?
Nah, that's cat. That's cat, just like New York.
We're MJ.
Listen. Here's the thing. All right. I'll be honest. All right.
Jersey niggas talk like they in the mafia.
Yeah, there's a lot. The Sopranos only moved from Brooklyn.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You go to Staten Island. You know
That's
what
what
I mean?
it is.
It's something different.
You might get wrapped up,
But you might get a little of that.
Philly.
Staten Island's different.
Yeah. No. You got all
Nah,
the
it's
trash.
chains.
No, the waste guys, they're out there.
The garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You heard what my man just said? Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Jersey
because they
are
close
totally different. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And the Bronx.
It's
The Bronx.
Tri-state, man.
But
The Bronx is like where roaches come from.
Wait
No
a
cat.
minute.
They just said.
Listen, we might have to do that.
But
No
ever
cat.
since the gentrification, they live
But I
in
love the
Brooklyn
Bronx,
now.
but I'm being 100% thorough. Nigga, the Bronx is the gutter. Like, if you from the Bronx and you made it out of that, you are thorough.
Boogie down in the house,
good.
go up city.
So let me ask
That's no cap. A lot of my homeboys is from the Bronx.
Side nigga
169,
from the Bronx.
Washington Projects and all that.
all that. You heard? Come
Okay,
on,
see,
I've been in Yankee Stadium.
yeah,
But
Jersey.
Jersey's
That's where
more
roaches
like
come
LA
from.
to me than any other places you can compare it to. So I think LA and Jersey have a special relationship.
Well, you know what? That
So-
tri-state area, with the exception of Connecticut,
Connecticut hard too.
Jersey,
No,
you know, it's just like there's a vibe, yo. Like you can say you from back home and be out here, and you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Out here, you mean when you went from back home? Because people out here, they say they from LA. And that could mean anything.
Right.
That could mean East
Pasadena.
LA, that could mean South Central, Compton, that could mean Orange County. They'll
Right.
still say, I'm from LA.
Right,
And it's
right.
like, that's just because LA County is gigantic. And bro, I'm not talking about your county. Where are you from?
Right.
But then you put them on blast and be like, where are you from? Slauson and Crenshaw? Nah, I'm from, okay, oh, what you know about that?
Right.
And it's
They're from Ontario.
Ontario.
Hey.
A Rialto.
Calm down.
Oh,
Hey, calm down.
Rialto.
Fuck all y'all.
Ah, Better Man is from Rialto.
Rialto.
So
Rialto.
So we got Markice Moore in the building. We got
Yeah,
Markice Moore in the
yeah.
building. All
That's
right.
what's up. Y'all saying my full name and shit. I
Yeah,
like
gotta
that.
do that.
I
We
changed my
government.
name today.
Huh? To what?
Oh, I forgot to tell everybody. So I changed my name today to Young Daddy. That's it. That's what
You heard it
it's
from
gonna
him, folks. You heard it from him.
be. And that's it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Young
what it
Daddy
is.
from now
Change
on.
mine to my baby.
You feel? Well, don't. I mean, that's how you feeling.
Baby's in right now.
But that's
So you
it.
should've
I'm Young
waited.
Daddy.
Oh, none
That's
of the
what's
babies
going
have a
on.
daddy.
Anybody want to talk to me, address me as such.
I ain't calling you.
Yo, so
You can call me YD.
Nah,
You
man.
can call me YD.
Nah, man.
I think
D
they gonna
fucking
fight. I
people.
think-
D causes
Now,
insecurities.
You're gonna from now on. You're just guest.
This guy. Look, that's that Jersey YD. That's your
Hey,
friend.
Joe, he's a friend of mine.
You can't just
you
you
vouch for
gotta
him.
tell us you changed your name.
I told you he's a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. It's all right. It's okay.
Keep going.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, back on track.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them dreads.
Oh,
These are Ethiopian locks.
They were ordered straight from Ethiopia.
Okay? Right?
These guys still got
That's fucked up. That's your
leftover
man.
aggression.
I don't know. He had a few of them. I was
Hey,
like, yo,
come on, man! I got my Terrence Trendarby thing going.
Terrence,
Come on,
sign
man.
your
Come
name
on, why you playing?
across
Come on,
my
man.
You gotta get back, bro.
I
What
want
are you
to
doing?
be my-
Nah.
All right, so we were talking about Jersey, New York, LA, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
How long you been out here, man?
Officially, like, stable
Yeah,
or like coming back and forth?
stable.
2 years.
Okay. So you kind of FOB. It takes
Yeah.
It takes a
It takes a
second.
while. I stuck it out. For one, I was on probation here, so I couldn't leave.
Oh, that helped.
So it was like fuck it at that point. And then I started booking. I
Yeah.
figured out something. I found a way, so to say.
Yeah.
You found your groove. You had your mojo. You know what I mean?
It ain't going nowhere. I still got it. baby.
But
I
wait.
still got it.
Oh, so y'all talking that pimp shit? I got lost.
Damn shit. Whoa. Isn't that illegal?
What's poppin'?
Isn't that illegal?
Oh, okay, we talk about.
Yo,
You're acting up,
everybody.
So look, you got a lot of savvy. You got a lot of savvy cat. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I was, when I was like a youth, you know what I'm saying?
Many years ago.
Now I reside quietly, peacefully, in a quiet home in my bed. But when I was young and out there, you remind me of myself. Your swag, I like it. It's edgy. You know what they call you in Hollywood? They call it
Especially
edgy.
the probation
Edgy.
part.
Now, so how long was your street career? I mean,
Street?
yeah.
I never had a street.
You never hustled?
I did.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it a career.
How old were you when you
I was
hustled?
just surviving. I wasn't a hustler. I wasn't.
No?
Nah, that wasn't who I was. I grew up in the church. I thought I was gonna be a pastor growing up.
Oh, word?
Word.
Yeah.
Church.
I hustled for survival. When I got my hands on some drugs, it was because somebody gave them to me. because they saw the situation and condition that my family was in.
Right. How old were you?
12, 13, yeah, around there. And they was like, look, this is what you do. Da-da-da. And they just called me youngin'.
Right,
You know, all the little crackheads.
Young as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just turned into an option. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm a drug dealer now.
Right.
I always wanted to be an entertainer.
Right, right.
I was a rapper. I am a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my thing was. I used to take the train, young as hell, like 15, 16, to Trenton, Baltimore, just to get in studios.
Right.
It was a different game back then with music.
Right.
So you had to actually be nice to get in a studio.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was going to Philly, battling, doing all that shit. While I was hustling, that was providing a means for me to look good, be fresh,
Means to an end.
and get to where I needed to get to. And my mom was pregnant, so I was helping her out, you know what I'm saying, doing what I could do. So for me, it wasn't about being a drug dealer, it was just surviving.
So at what point did you get the acting bug?
I guess when I was, this is gonna sound fucked up. Okay, so I was 19 in Atlanta still selling drugs.
So it wasn't a career. Right, and it wasn't a career. Sound like a tenure to me. I don't know.
I was at Clark
12.
Atlanta.
You said 19 or 17?
He started at 5 and then he was...
Yeah, that's not
So you went
what
to
I said.
you went to grad school.
No,
and
I
you
was
got
at
your
Clark Atlanta. I was
master's.
living like literally across the street from Clark Atlanta.
Word.
And my manager at the time, I ain't gonna mention his name, but he devised this plan. He was like, yo, we need to sell liquor. Because in Georgia at the time, you couldn't get liquor past Saturday.
Right.
And he was like, yo, let's sell liquor on Saturdays. And I was like, let's call it Tipsy Taxi. And I created an illegal business called Tipsy Taxi, where I would literally go get my own liquor. It was called Barton's. They give you a gallon of it for $5 at the time.
Was it like moonshine?
Yeah, it was like moonshine.
You were
And I
bootlegging?
would buy bottles from like a distributor online, Alibaba, the site.
Yeah.
I would buy empty bottles that seal as soon as you pop them on, and I had my labels that say Tipsy Taxi, and that's what I was doing. I was selling liquor.
Hilarious.
And how'd you get your first role?
Because I was on basically I was on Clark Atlanta campus and they were filming. And they was fucking my shit up, to be quite honest with you. So I walked up.
Because you was hustling.
Yeah, I was hustling, and they got these fucking cameras and all this shit, and nobody.
That was you in the background.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on, but can y'all stop this soon? When this shit gonna end? You know what I mean? And it was a guy named Ulysses Terrero.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yuli, big up to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
He pulled me to, he's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing out here? Like, I'm like, nigga, what are you doing out here? And all these cameras and shit. Y'all got police out here all type. This ain't that type of spot.
So
This
was
Roach Street.
Jesse was directing?
No, he was. Actually, I found out he was the casting, one of the casting directors. But I didn't know that. I just walked up to the dude who had the headset.
He a wild boy. He a wild boy.
And the way he came at me was like a New York nigga. So I was
he
like,
wildin'.
nigga, y'all niggas gotta move. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna put you in the movie, yo. I like your style.
Yep, that sounded like
I'm
you.
like, we'll see, nigga. So he walks me over to Chris Robinson. And he was like, yo, you know how to read lines? I'm like, no, nigga. He like, here, gave me a script. And I came back in like 10 minutes and read the lines. He got up and was like, he's hired. I called my mother, Jackie Thompson, she probably watching.
Wait, hold up.
Miss Thompson.
That's what he said. He said,
Is this ATL
Yeah,
you talking about?
ATL.
That's how that happens?
That's how that happened.
Y'all listening to what's going on?
Tell him.
Those of you that keep on hitting me and saying, how do I get in?
Something
I ain't saying, go hustle, but hey, that's what helps.
Nah,
let's go back to the story,
because
okay, just so we get an idea.
So I called my mother. I was like, Mom, in the movie. She was like, I believe it when I see it. And she didn't believe it. She couldn't believe it. She thought I was just in trouble. And I got in more trouble while I was filming the movie. But that was my first taste of, damn, you could do this. Like, and then they cut me a check. I ain't never got a check from nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I had to go get a bank account. Actually, that's not true. I had just got a check because I was signed to Devon Stevens, who's producer. He signed Akon. So I was signed to the same label as Akon.
Dance.
Yeah,
Yeah, that dude doing his things.
And so Devon gave me like 5,000. I thought it was something at the time, but you should have gave me more, Devon. But anyway, but he taught me a lot in the story. I was still hustling. So after ATL, I was like, I think I want to be an actor. And I got in some more trouble, and that's when I was like, yeah, you need to be an actor, because this shit gonna have you killed or get in jail.
So did you walk the line on ATL when you were filming?
Oh, that's some funny shit. That was really my money, and I really fell. A lot of people be like, yo, you killed that shit when you fell out the pool. Nah, I really bust my ass and really dropped my money. None of that was part of the... I was
and
mad
that's why
as
you're
hell.
still here.
Yeah, I was mad as hell, bro. Niggas was grabbing my money and shit. And
But you kept acting.
Yeah, that's when I figured out I was good. Yeah, that's when I knew I was.
How was that
good.
experience? Like craft services, all that.
Oh,
you know,
that's even
catering
funnier.
to
So
you?
at first, they didn't give me a talking role. That was a stand-in for Evan Ross. Shout out to Evan Ross.
Shout out to Evan Ross.
Yes. That's drink.
Shout out to Evan Ross. Come on, the guy clap. Come on, this is live guest. What's going on here?
Hey,
You can clap too. I don't know this guy.
Yeah. Alright, so Evan Ross, I was his stand-in. So y'all know what a stand-in is. For those that don't know, basically when they want to get the light right and position the cameras, they call in somebody that looks like the person or has the same height,
Same skin tone,
same stature, for the most part. And that's what I was, and I was happy as hell doing that. Cause again, I was selling my liquor, and it was like Christmas.
you can still do it all.
I was doing everything. That set was like that shit was like high school all over again. I'll never experience anything like the ATL movie set, because nobody knew we were making a classic.
They had no doubt.
We were just
my
making
man,
a fucking movie.
I'll be.
That's
up
my
in that
brother.
joint, you know what I mean?
Jackie Long, I still talk to
Boricua
today.
from the
Jason
BX, you know what I
Long,
mean?
yeah.
Big up to Al B.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Jason Weaver,
Lauren
that's my
London, shout out to
dude. Big up
Lauren.
to Jason Weaver. And all y'all, you know, that we shouting out. Y'all coming on here, so don't.
And they all, and everybody.
When I call y'all, don't be
for the
like,
most
yeah,
part,
I'm in Atlanta.
between me and like Lauren, I think that was our first movie. I think that was Tip's first movie too.
Oh wow.
So like when we was filming, it wasn't like we were professionals. Everybody, they was weed smoke, like they was just recording, bro.
Yeah.
It was times where T.I. had to calm the crowd down. Yo, that's when I knew that nigga Tip was for real, yo. Cause when the nigga did some movie shit, he got up and went like this, like calm down. The whole crowd got quiet. I said,
part of the scene type
king
shit.
of the South.
The hush fell.
Bruh, the whole hush. I said, this nigga
Expeditious.
Yeah.
I need y'all to shut up expeditiously.
Yeah.
Nah, he that dude.
I told you about the time
Yeah.
Diana Ross called me stupid.
Tell me now. I like to hear this story. Diana Ross. He said Diana. Did he say Diana?
You get called stupid by Diana Ross. Yeah. That's a nice memory.
She loved me now though. Shout out.
But what happened? What was that like? She just walked up to you and said,
No.
"You're
I
stupid."
almost got her son in some trouble. He was young and he had a bodyguard with him all the time. Evan. He always had a bodyguard with him, and I thought that was like kind of fucked up. So this kid is fucking 16. Y'all not letting him.
That little kid got 16 figures.
Lit. But then he had 16 figures then. But see, I didn't know that. I'm just looking at him like a regular dude. I don't care about how much money you got.
Right.
So I'm like, man, you want to have some fun, right? He like, yeah. And he probably gonna hate me telling the story. So what, nigga? But anyway, so he was like 16. And it was me, Jay Young, and Markice Moore. My nigga won't mind if I tell.
Markice, yo, shout out to Markice Moore.
Yeah, that's my nigga. That's my nigga.
Bomb Pizza.
He was doing roll bounce. He had just did roll bounce.
Yeah.
So he was on some espionage shit there, watching our skate
So
movie.
he's still in.
Yeah, he hating on our movie because
that
it's a
was a
skate
good
movie.
time to be in ATL.
Bro, it was popping. You know, being mad for the family, everybody. It was still a culture there.
Mind you, I'm saying yes. I had never been there.
But
but
back then,
Yeah.
ATL wasn't what it is now, like the big film,
Nah, it ain't that
everything.
crunch
But like
shit it is now.
that's when they started doing it, like going out there sporadically. Oh, they did that out there. They did that out
See,
there.
I had no knowledge of any of that. Like
Yeah.
ATL to me was just an interruption in what I was doing, and then when I jumped into it, I was like, this shit is dope.
Yeah.
I want to do this for the rest of my
I
life.
get fed.
Nigga, that
Chicks
shit.
around.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's what I'm
jumping
talking
around.
about. Yeah,
So
craft services.
when you were standing, you eat with the extras. So I'm eating some bullshit, bro. They had like sandwiches and some fucked up shit, and literally like a tent over, they're cooking fucking gourmet.
Short
Right,
rib. Oh,
right.
no,
You know I wasn't with that.
Yo,
shit. So immediately I'm like,
shout out to
We were
Chris
just talking
Robinson
about that.
and his craft service, his lunch, yo,
Oh, Chris got
hands
it.
down. Yo, anytime you
Man,
go to
they
Chris
had
Robinson
two
set,
chefs.
Chris, the chefs
the
is
food
bananas,
was
son.
amazing. And I'm looking at it.
Getting
Like,
some
some
knives and
bullshit.
shit.
I'm
And they
talking
gave
about,
everybody
like,
on the other side
talking about
sandwiches.
seafood,
All that shit.
all that.
That shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. And when I do my own productions, that's something I'm not going to do. It might fuck up
we
some
will
budget
take
shit.
note of that.
That
You
I
had
ain't
some
doing
chicken.
it.
How were the chicken wings?
That shit was bomb.
I made some chicken wings.
Yeah. We gotta talk about this food.
What?
We definitely we need to have.
Oh, hold
some
up.
time. Yo,
You
go
gotta
ahead.
see, because you're going to say I ain't finished.
Okay, yeah,
what I was saying.
finish that.
Yeah.
Pause
So
up,
he
God.
does
Pause
that,
up,
he
pause
does
up.
See you on this Jersey shit. Part self got non-cypher. Now Cypher, nigga. What's the date?
Today's math. What's today's math? Oh, you gonna play me out?
No, what's today's date?
Come on. What, today's date? You don't know the date, you know the
If I
math.
get the date, I can do
Come
the
on,
math.
wisdom power. Come on, son. Come on. All being born in what? Stop playing. All right, let's go ahead. I'm here.
Okay, so back to crafty.
So from standing to getting the role,
Yeah.
because they pretty much created the role. I was in Chris Robinson face all
But
day.
what
Like
made
you told
it
me I had a role.
Yuli got you
Like
to
the fuck,
stand
you
in?
got me in the lights, but the camera ain't on me. Like what the hell going on?
But it was Yuli that got you. Hey,
Yuli
what
got
do
me
you
on
get-
set.
to
Right.
stand
You
in.
moved from there. You did
And
that
then
Jersey
boom,
shit.
now you standing in.
Because I realized that you just kind of curved me in a way. Like you allowed me to be on the project. I was getting paid for being a stand-in.
Yeah, hell
But
yeah.
I was like, nigga, I want to be on the camera. So they let me be. I went from a stand-in to an extra. There's a scene in ATL where a guy's got his hand in a girl's pocket. So for those that know the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's me.
Going in the joint and the
Nah, they in the school. So they passing some lockers.
Gotcha.
And he's got his. That's me. So I went
That's
from a
your hand.
stand-in to an extra, and then I got the role.
That's ill.
When I got the role, I had a trailer now.
Oh shit.
On the same set.
Damn, they
To going and,
Because
and now I'm
they-
eating.
Yeah,
Now I'm
but-
eating with the stars. And I did something that pissed George. What the fuck is George's last name? What's George? The George nigga
George-
from Atlanta. My bad, my nigga. I know you're the man in Atlanta now, but back
I
then
mean,
he
I
was
ain't-
just doing
Oh,
extra
you talking
checks.
about
Thomas?
Pierre?
No.
Nah, anyway, George.
about casting?
He's the biggest casting director in Atlanta.
George
right now.
Pierre.
Shout out to George Pierre.
Hey yo, George, I think I might
Pierre.
have just sent you a tape, man.
So
yo,
George Pierre was the man.
Rican.
Hi, George.
He was extras casting dude, right?
Got you.
I went from extra to have my own shit.
Right.
I went over there and got food from where we ate at now and took it over to the extras. And George was like, you can't do that. I'm like, nigga, I got a trailer. Like, it's my food.
You was moving like
touched
Jesus.
it.
Like,
Nigga, I was bringing plates back over. Niggas was like, Masika was an extra. If y'all know who Masika is, she don't fuck with me no more. Fuck her. But
Oh, she know what she can. Hold on.
she was an extra on there, like, starving. They all was hungry.
That's usually better than
Hey, why would you say
I was
fuck her?
very
She
surprised.
look like a
She don't
nice
fuck
lady.
with
Hey, look,
That was my friend,
we're
fuck
not
her.
gonna. We don't want to.
That's personal. We ain't talking about that.
We
But
want to poke the bear.
that's my friend.
I just asked.
Poke it, man.
There's no bear to poke.
What happened?
There's nothing happened.
Wait,
She was don't fuck with me no more. That's how you want it. You can't ever come back to North.
Yo, don't take my flight.
Shit.
Don't take. What do you call it?
Took your Jersey card away.
What do you call it? Take my flight card. I'm no flight. No flight zone.
Yeah, that's trick. Uncle Trick. Shout out to Trick.
No fly
No flight zone. That sound cool. Somebody say.
okay,
no,
so
we
you
on a no
taking
flight zone.
food over to the
Yeah, I was taking,
extras
and George was not happy with that at all. He was not feeling me for that. But I think, and that made that a precedent. Anytime I worked on a film, I would take.
So what did he say to you?
He was pissed off, but you know me.
Right,
I mean,
right.
for those that don't
But I
know,
mean, he's mad at you for getting. I mean, okay, I get it. You're getting a bunch of plates because.
oh, I'm getting
Cisco,
hella
there's
plates, bro. I'm bringing
rules to
back-
this shit. There's rules.
No,
I'm bringing back
hey,
6-7 plates.
Trust
bro.
me,
Like, it was.
even if
It
I
was
was
definitely
an
noticeable.
extra, I always got in the line.
But there's
that
a
I
certain,
wasn't
see, a lot of
supposed
people don't know
to. By the
set
time I
etiquette,
got my
y'all.
food,
There's
they
this
were
thing
like,
called set etiquette. And coming
Yeah.
from where I come
Yeah.
from, I didn't know it. First of all, I was ignorant, so you can't blame me. But I was like, y'all on some bullshit. This is on some
Yeah.
segregation. It's like whites only. What the fuck going on?
Yo, for real.
I'm like, bro.
Bagels and bananas over here.
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
Short
I'm not
ribs
doing
and
that.
crab over
Because
here.
in my mind, I'm thinking, what them niggas gonna rob me? Like, I ain't about to, man, I'm feeding these wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hungry.
We had a conversation about this
Yeah,
couple shows
I'm
ago.
about that.
Let me
Like,
ask you a
I
question.
feel
Let me
the
ask you a
wolves,
question. Let me ask you a real question. Okay, let's go to now. Let's go to now. Okay, so
Do you
all right.
wait, hold up.
No, wait.
Do
Are you gonna
still-
take? Hey, see, you know what I mean? It's what happened earlier.
It's like,
You know what I mean? No.
yo,
Okay.
yo, I'm gonna need
Go
a
for it. What's up?
GoFundMe started for a stand.
Listen, no, what I was gonna ask you. I know you fed all the extras, you know, you cried, you know what I mean?
I was laughing.
You know what I'm saying?
I was selling liquor.
You know
I
what
was
I
still
mean?
selling liquor.
You know,
You were coming from the house into the field,
Yeah.
No.
feeding them
With a book bag full of
Coming
liquor.
from out
Anybody
the
that was
field,
around there,
Right. But now, okay, now, you know what I mean? Are you still
feeding the
on
wolves.
the field?
Yeah, I think my uncle told me some shit a long time ago. Trick. Shout out to Trick. the further you get from public transportation, the further you get from being a storyteller and being able to tell stories. Because it's in the places that you wanted to get so far away from that's gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? Like the only way you're gonna stay is if you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And you can't fake that. You gotta go.
Right.
You gotta be
You
there.
gotta get in the trenches.
That's
You
real.
gotta be there.
Unless you come into
You can't.
400 million,
You still can't.
and
You
then
still
like,
can't.
well,
You
wait
still
a minute.
can't. That's why you still got. That's why the richest rappers sign niggas from the street.
No question, because they
Because
gotta
they-
keep that thing.
Yeah, they want to
For sure,
keep
for
that.
sure.
They want to keep that energy real,
Yeah,
authentic.
for sure, for
You
sure,
know what I mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
Because you can lose it out here. I mean, I got a pretty fucking good life. I mean, every day I wake up, I get in a drop top.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what struggles I go through, I'm waking up to a drop top and fucking palm trees.
Yeah.
Coming from where I come from, nigga, you food.
You did it.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you the man. So when I go back home, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I always feed the wolves.
Oh, I can dig it. See, Jules.
Dropping jewels. See,
Dropping jewels.
I feed the wolves. They're just not extras. I feed the homeless. Nah, real talk.
I'm
Like,
glad I
But
wasn't
I don't know.
like
Sometimes
when I'm on set downtown, I'll go there and grant it because they're so stupid because they'll throw away all that
Thank you,
food.
bro.
They gotta toss it
Yeah.
because supposedly back in the day, a homeless person sued a film.
I got a homeless story.
And it's crazy, so they can't just give away the
You see,
food
you
that's
shouldn't have
left
invited me
over.
on this show.
no, you
and
here.
had me
You
waiting
here.
for 2
You
hours.
are
I've been
co-host. You
drinking.
with it. Do your
I've been
thing.
drinking.
Yeah,
So
drink.
I'm gonna
I've been
fucking tell my
drinking.
stories, and I ain't been in therapy in like
I like
2
this
years.
guy. I like this guy.
So people walking in, what's going on?
Who's here?
Oh, we got special
going
guests, we know.
Who that?
We got, is it
to the
5-0?
back.
As long
Yo!
as
What up, baby? Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie
What's up,
Benes
baby?
in the house.
Come say what up. That's hey, listen, man. You gotta get a camera tight. You gotta get a camera tight. What you gonna do?
Yeah,
Who else we got walking in? Who's that over there?
What you gonna do?
Alright, so I've been living in
Another New York person.
Jamie
Where
had
you
to
from,
get a
Jamie?
camera time. We
Where
gotta
you
do a
from? What's up,
TikTok.
baby?
Space.
Shit.
What up, Con?
This is how we do an Acting Up podcast. You never know who's
Destiny
gonna come on
Dream.
by, you know what I mean?
I was
Yeah.
talking about the stuff at home.
Tambo, what the fuck up? Yo,
We're not.
what's
Talk
happening?
about that
What's happening?
homeless story, man.
Who's that? Who's that?
So-
Just tell it.
Yeah,
We're not.
I'm
New York. Tony from New York.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Tony
What
from
up?
New York.
Yeah.
Tony Smith, one of the dopest chefs.
What up? What up?
Okay,
What up,
okay,
brother?
okay.
You know,
All right. What's going on here? What just happened?
We acting up.
All right.
Y'all niggas got
Okay,
the hoodest
okay.
Oh, I got the producer over there. You know, Shakola. You know, she's waving. She's making gang signs and all that. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, man. Come on.
We got Janet Rodriguez in the house.
Janet
All access
Rodriguez.
broadcasting. Yeah. Always like I like to do that. I don't.
Okay, so going
Yeah.
back to your homeless story that we never got to.
Keep small.
All right. Quiet on set. Here we go.
All right, quiet.
He said quiet on set.
Trying to do a podcast here.
Nah, ask me
We're
some
gonna cut
questions.
there and put like a dancing.
Yeah. So
Ask me some questions.
Markice
homeless
wants a
story,
question.
Look,
brother.
let's get back to our guests.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's a guest.
Yes,
just
they
kicking
are.
it.
They're
You're
just
just
not
kicking
as
it. This is
important
a
as
kicking
you
it.
are.
I do. I got a question. I got a question.
He's about to tell a story.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Finish your story.
hey,
What story
somebody
is he
said
talking
y'all
about?
major hood.
What story is he talking
I
about?
like that. though.
Yeah, we gotta keep it hood. Come
About
on.
being
Come on
homeless.
now. About being homeless. Tell me the
so-
homeless story.
Alright,
Get
so
lost
check it
over
out.
it.
Right,
I don't know if he was
this
homeless.
is like a two-part story, right? You ever have a story and you know certain people can vouch because they know the story, and so it's like, damn, I wish they were here. I wish a certain person was here. Farrah, shout out to Farrah, my ex-publicist. It's crazy, I divorced a publicist. Right? But anyway, so I was at the W. I got into a fight with some off-duty police officers. Long story short, I go home. So I was upset, and I saw a homeless couple, and I'm like, yo, they looked like they was like a real couple. Like she was like massaging her man, and I was drunk, and I was like, yo, y'all want a place to stay? I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. I just booked the Paynes. Tyler Perry show.
Go ahead.
And I thought I was rich. So I was like, yo, I had my apartment in Hollywood. I'm like, come with me. So I take this man and his girl.
To where you live?
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy.
Drunk.
This guy's special.
And I woke up in the morning to the smell of eggs and bacon.
I thought you were gonna say to the smell of The door open. Everything was gone.
The smell of robbery.
Nah, it wasn't
So
even
this
that.
was a couple. Let me get this
It
right.
was
This
a couple,
okay.
black couple.
A black couple.
Homeless
okay.
couple.
Okay.
And I woke up to the smell of egg. Yo, this shit crazy. I woke up to the smell of eggs and breakfast. I get up. I'm like, yo, you're bugging. First of all, Keith, it's fucking homeless people in your house cooking.
Right.
Did you have eggs or did they go out and get
No,
them?
I had eggs. They cooked my food. But it's alright. I was about to trip, but when I saw her bring him a plate, it fucked me up. It was like all she wanted to do was be able to serve
Her man.
a
That's a
plate
fly
of food.
That's a fly ass nigga right here.
Yeah.
This motherfucker Markice Moore.
Did you get a plate? Did you get a plate though?
She served me a plate, but I didn't eat. I was like, I'm good. But I watched her feed her man. You know what I'm saying? And I left them there. That's the crazy story.
Right.
I never returned back to that apartment.
Say
I left my furniture. Shout out to Juan. He was the property manager there. He called me like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what you want with it, bro?
How much longer did you have left in your lease or
A
your
year. I just got. I was there maybe a month and a half.
But you just paid for the month. So they
Yeah, he ain't tripped.
Did they
He
squat?
just- Nah, I don't know what they did. To
You
be
don't know
honest
how long
with
they
you. I
stayed?
don't know how long they stayed.
They
I
probably
never
still
came
there.
back. I left my phone. Nah, they're not still.
So that's
they grandfathered
I mean,
into
so
the
that
building,
is that
I
like
never came back, bro.
Is that like one of your attributes? Like you a giver?
I'm
like
a
in that
nut.
respect?
That's what I am. Like, when I sobered up, I was like, nigga, you are crazy as hell. What the hell?
When's your birthday?
I'm a Leo.
Leo, okay. Shout out to
What
Leos.
we know
My
about
son's a
Leos?
Leo.
What we know
See how you asked me my
So- so
birthday?
He's a Leo.
And I cut right
My
to
mother's a
the
Leo.
You want to know what my sign was? Just say what you mean to me when you say it. You know what I mean?
True, but I mean, asking you what your sign is sounds kind of
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Not gonna
Yeah.
say.
You know what?
I don't know.
You know what? He's right
I had to
there.
say, when's your birthday,
You know what?
son?
My bad.
You know,
My
I might have
bad,
wanted to
fam.
throw
You're
you
right.
a box. I was
Right.
smoking a cake.
Like, take a hit. nigga. You know what the fuck
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
invite you.
I could have put some candles on it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
I
my
do.
homeless
I
story.
wanted to know.
If anybody
No, that's
is.
what's up. That's
Hey,
what's up.
Markice, what's your sign?
That wasn't right at all.
Hey, Cisco, you want to talk about it?
Look. But nah, you know what? Leos are very, very, very giving. My mother, man, she.
Foolishly.
Oh my gosh, always
Foolishly.
giving stuff
We are
away.
foolishly.
Meals on
Yeah.
wheels, everything. You name it.
Boy.
She just.
Leos
Story of my
are
life,
good
man.
people, but they are a little bit sensitive, I think, you know?
Yeah, I
they're always
hold grudges.
roaring.
Your whole grudges, you
I hold grudges. I don't let
motherfuckers.
nothing
Yes, you
go.
do.
You
Yeah.
guys
I always
are
get
grudge
yeah,
holders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys
This is
have
true.
lockers full of grudges.
Oh, I don't let up. And I don't let up. Like, I don't know if 50 Cent is a Leo. He probably not, but he has a
Yeah,
Leo.
Gemini,
Yeah,
something like that.
same shit.
Yeah, Cancer.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
He's probably
one
on
of
the
those.
cusp.
Like, there's no mercy. No mercy.
Man.
So you spoke about the House of Pain.
Yeah,
the
the
House of-
Pains.
the Pains. It was the House of Pain. That's the
Yeah, it's
No,
back
House of
actually.
Paynes, the name of the
no,
show.
no, it was House of Pains, and then
Right.
it went to OWN and became the Pains.
Pains, right.
And then now it's House of Pains,
Pains.
again.
Okay. So
On
right.
BET.
Interesting.
I'm good.
how
Yeah.
they
So
working, man.
how's it like? What's it like working
He's
for
a
Tyler?
genius. It's a genius. It's a high pressure situation.
How is the living situation? Because you working for him, it should be a little bit different.
What you mean, living?
I mean, like, are you staying like with, at your
Airbnb,
aunties?
right?
Nigga, I got a check. Tyler, you know what? Some funny shit. I didn't have a bank account when I booked that role, and I was already on Snowfall. But Tyler was like, "Yo, we got to get this shit together." Pretty much, got me a car, a bank account. He taught me about an S corp, how to set up an S corp. So I now have a loan out company.
You mean how to
Some
hide
fly
your money?
shit.
Not hide your money, but he was like, "Yo, you're getting murdered in taxes."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You about to make a lot of fucking money, kid.
Wow,
You need to handle your money. I didn't understand, how much money I was getting ready to make.
Wow.
So I was kind of naive.
Yeah, you got it.
I was kind of naive to how it worked. And
Right.
Tyler taught me. He
Right.
taught me how money worked. So I'm thankful for
If
it.
you're gonna learn anything from him, money is definitely one of the.
He's a genius, bro. He's high pressure. Like nobody in the building works harder than him. That's a fact.
Yeah.
It was times where he wanted me in the gym, and I would like show up, and he'll be there since 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I'm like, this man is a damn machine. I can't. What the hell, bro?
That's that money. That money keeps.
And he's
you up.
still writing. Has time to still write 5 shows, bro. We did maybe 2 shows a day. A day.
Yeah, no,
It was done in 6
I heard
hours.
he shoots like soap operas, yo. Like,
Bro, it's not a game.
soap
So
operas
you not
shoot
on point.
like 2-3 a
Oh,
day.
The next episode, my bad. You not on point. The next episode, you might not be in it.
Oh wow.
He ain't gonna say nothing to
Right.
you.
He ain't gonna say nothing, right?
Nah, Tyler ain't gonna
Great
say
job.
Great job. Get him out of
And he's
here.
not even gonna write you out. Just gonna like 2 episodes later. Have you seen Markice?
Facts.
You'd be like,
But,
I heard he
you
moved
know
back
what's
to
dope
LA.
about that?
There's some
It was
homeless
the
people living in this
first
place.
role where I got to show my acting. Like every other role, it was kind of cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that.
Right.
World. Excuse me. I didn't grow up like Ryan. So to have been able to adapt myself to that Ryan character was really dope for me. Like my mother called me. She loves the show. My great grandmother, 93 years old, is a fan of the Paynes.
Wow.
She still watches.
That's dope.
And my mother called me. She said, "You really acting? Because this nigga's a damn fool."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when I knew. I was like, "Yeah, you tapped in, bro. You need more things that aren't you." You know what I'm saying? Now I want roles that aren't me. I want to do some things that I want to play a doctor. I want to play some other. I want to play serial killer.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like just some left field stuff.
Left
like,
field shit.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of playing thug.
Nah, I want to
Shit is
play
over
some
with.
straight up like Sam I Am, Rain Man. I want to play.
Yeah,
some,
man. It's about time. And I think Hollywood is
Don't
ready.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Michael B. Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? The things Michael B. is doing, it's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's time. I want my biggest goal as a career actor is to play the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the movie.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You do favor
As I drink some liquor.
Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
He bought some bean pies earlier.
That was you that want the bean pies, my brother.
That's definitely
Nah, but no, real talk. So like, you want to play that? Have you been doing like research? Like, are you
I've
manifesting
been
this role
doing
right now?
fanatic research.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking about like I see him in my dreams.
It's crazy.
Have you met with the brothers?
I've met with a lot of brothers. I've been in homes where I was invited in and given a side of the story that nobody knows. And I was told that this is your responsibility. Another brother told me, "Are you willing to die for this? Because this is a story that people don't want told." And I said, "Shit, I'm going to die anyway. Might as
Do
well
you get
die
to
for
die
something."
before it comes out or after?
I don't know. That's not up to me.
This guy's
I
an
just
asshole.
want to do it.
I'm
What
just
is it?
saying.
This guy's an asshole.
I just want to tell the story.
Nah, but real talk, is there like a script?
I'm doing it myself, bro. Right
so
now,
you
it's
writing
just
the
me,
script
bro.
yourself and
Going to
everything.
meet with these people and putting this thing together. It's just me. But
So
everybody
are
I
you telling
talk
the
to-
story from how far back? His
I'm telling the
childhood,
story from Clara Muhammad.
his wife.
Yeah, because she was the backbone of the nation. It was her that was responsible for taking a man who was in a position, he was depressed, drunk. She found him on the train tracks, picked him up, bathed him, and took him to meet a man who she was inspired by. Most women in this day and age would just rock with the man they like. Instead, she took her man to the man.
Wow.
And I respected that. I was like, this is a story that needs to be told from her perspective. I want to tell that woman.
That's ill. That's ill. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm looking for Clara. I'm looking for the person to play Clara. I've been really looking.
What does Clara look like?
Beautiful.
This guy's a romantic too.
One
This
word.
guy is romantic.
She's
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Who do you see playing her?
Ooh, Bloom Bloom. Oh, Bloom Bloom. I hope I say her name right. There's a movie called Traffic. On Netflix. And it's a sister on there.
Not
That.
Traffic.
bodies.
Traffic with Paula Patton,
Nah, it's on Netflix. It's a good movie.
or the other trap. Wait,
Nah, it's called Traffic. It's not no drug shit. It's about human trafficking, the sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a sister on there named Oh Bloom Bloom. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry, sister.
You're not talking about the one with Paula Patton and
You know what? It is Paula
Sanchez.
Patton. I think Paula Patton is in that movie. I'm
A lot
not.
of people
Well, she's
know.
the main
It's a big-
person.
It's a big movie.
I don't know, bro, but it's called Traffic. It's on Netflix, and Oh Bloom Bloom is in that movie. And I reached out to her, you
Look
know,
up
but
Oh
it's
Bloom
Hollywood,
Bloom.
it's politics. But anybody, I mean, whoever God say need to play that role.
That's a powerful role. You know what I mean?
Powerful
That's
role.
If I don't do
powerful
nothing
role.
else in my career, that's what I want to do.
And one thing I can say about you is that you passionate. You speak from the heart. You right on, you know, right. How they say you hold it on your heart on your sleeves. You right from the sleeves, right from the heart though. And I see that. I see it in the eyes. I mean, I know. You know, I'm a Jersey guy. I see these things.
I'm a Jersey
You know
guy.
what I'm saying? But it would be like not only epic but groundbreaking because we only talk about, you know, the Malcolm X, the Farrakhan's.
Right.
Like most people, you
Muhammad
gotta be an
Ali.
insider.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali
and to
really
me,
know. Yeah.
when I started really getting into his story and asking questions, and I got resistance, that's when I knew this is a story
You were
that
onto
needs to be
something.
told. I was like, why the
That's
hell
what I
nobody want to give me no info on this man? Because he was great and black. So, and what I loved most about him was the controversy. The fact that he made a mistake. That's what I love most about him, because it was like, the mistake don't take away the fact that this man created a black economy. He knew how to make black men great, and proved it over and over again. You know, Jay-Z said something, he's like, what'd he say, niggas saying they made Hov, okay, make another Hov.
Yeah.
Elijah Muhammad did it over and
Exactly.
over again. Over and over again, he made another Malcolm X. So it wasn't, to me, and I know some people might get sensitive.
Is that how you feel, brother?
I think when I looked at what happened with Malcolm from the standpoint of playing Elijah Muhammad in a movie, I embodied his emotion, and I could see him being more hurt than anything that Malcolm X passed away. Like grieving, sad. Because Elijah made Malcolm who he was so he can be his voice.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your voice is silent, so is your movement.
So is there any research that you've done around that whole issue that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I did a lot of research. And I know for a fact Elijah Muhammad is not responsible for Malcolm X's death. But the timing and what was going on, the words, it's no different than what's happening nowadays with God rest his soul, the Nipsey Hussles and the shit that's going on now.
Yeah.
It's internal.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I did
Like,
say
you can't blame who started the Crips.
No, you know what? I did
You
say
know what I'm
this.
saying?
I did say this.
For what happened to Nip. It's a
Right,
another brother.
but as time go on and time passes on, years and years, tens of decades, it becomes more mythical. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
And more like, okay, this
But
story is
that
this story,
makes it
that
our
story.
duty to find the truth.
Right.
I want to tell a truthful story. You know what I'm saying? Because so far, Hollywood has been in charge of telling black stories. I want to tell a story by the people who lived it. So if I, and I did kind of, if I can get the full blessing of like the Nation of Islam, I would let them do it. I wouldn't even give it to Hollywood, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that's the
wouldn't-
only way you can really tell.
No,
it.
I can tell it however I want. I can grab a
authentically.
camera tomorrow and start shooting, and nobody gonna stop me, because I
Sure.
feel like I was destined to do it. Whether Hollywood or the FOI picks it up, I'm gonna do this.
Sounds like an Oscar
I like that.
in the
I'm
making.
loving that. That's dope, man.
You know, those are the kind of roles that get you nominated
That's what I'm
and
talking about.
get a little gold statue.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that too.
All that good shit.
But speaking of which, so being that where you started and where you are now, like how far down the rabbit hole are you? You want an Oscar, you want a Golden Globe, or does none of that shit mean anything to
It
you?
meant a lot to me until I'm speaking on this role again. Until I started getting into this role,
The role of Elijah Muhammad.
the role of
you're
Elijah
speaking of.
Muhammad, it
Honorable
meant a
Elijah.
lot to me. I wanted to win an Oscar. I wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to win a Grammy, an Oscar, an Academy, and Tony. I wanted to get the GOAT. But now I just want to tell a story my people need to know. If I don't do nothing else as an actor, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Because only one person can tell that story. You know what I mean? Like, that's a story to me. Because a lot of kids don't know who he is. They have no clue.
no.
Right.
That there's a man that loved them so much that he...
Where did you find him? Well, how did you find out about him? I mean,
My pops, growing up, I thought he was related to me. My pops had a poster in our living room of Elijah Muhammad, and I thought he looked like me all my life. And my pops was a 5%er. He followed Elijah Muhammad, and my grandmother took me to church on Sunday.
oh, okay.
So I would go
Good.
to the mosque with my pops and my uncles, but on Sunday I'm in church with my grandmother.
I think we all had a little bit of that.
And in Jersey, it's all
That's how it is in
all-
Jersey. Yeah,
It's a Muslim community. You know what I mean? So I grew up wanting to be an FOI. I learned the marches and the steps, and I learned all of that. You know what I'm saying?
What about
Life took
SW1?
me and led me on a
Sorry.
different
You know
journey. What you
I'm
call
just
it?
saying,
He
I
said,
was
what's
I always thought the SW1s were Muslim.
SW.
They might have been.
SWs, the public enemy.
SW.
You know what? Because they had some discipline, and people associate discipline with Islam. So that's
true.
That's
All I knew is when
Bang, bang.
you know the nation was security at all the homecoming parties and it was
security,
serious.
right?
Like you knew
you
like,
could depend on them.
wasn't no fight breaking out.
You could depend on them.
Oh yeah,
That's key.
because you know why? It wasn't that they were like they showed up with guns. It was because it was respect.
It was
like they
men.
just sat there in their suits.
It
and
was
like,
men.
Wasn't nobody. gonna
When
get
men,
out
we
of
don't
hand.
see men a lot.
And if something did get out of hand, it was like it was over in a
passive
blink.
American black.
It was like, yo, pass him down the
You
line.
don't see no men.
You know what I mean? Like he's out of here.
Yeah. They men, bro. They men.
Intimidating. I mean,
But
strong.
that shouldn't be
powerful.
intimidating. It's intimidating to
Intimidating to someone who want to transgress
one
my
who wants
brother.
to control people.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
My point, Lee. That's what. No, that's what.
Because
I
a
mean.
man
That's-
can't be controlled.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why Elijah Muhammad was a problem. He was the most watched man by the FBI. Period. Because he showed black men how to be men, which meant they couldn't be controlled.
Yeah.
That's dangerous to America. To this day. Like my boy who just got his ass whooped. To this day, that's dangerous to America.
What'd you think about the Malcolm X documentary?
I loved it.
Killing Malcolm
I
X.
loved it. I loved every piece of it because I felt like the dude who made it meant it. And that's what meant everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
What hurt kind of was, I'm from Jersey, man, so it's kind of like.
I know that now. As a kid, I used to ride past that.
But I'm gonna keep
Know
it a
that
buck
now.
with y'all. When I saw the story, like when I started sitting with the brothers and learning what really happened,
Mm-hmm.
I had a different view. You know, the whole situation because I'm from the street, and you know, niggas start talking too much, and this is no cap.
Yeah.
You're wilding. It's like Tekashi a little bit. It was like you in the media talking about this
No.
man's kids and his family.
Man, listen.
That never happened
was-
before.
who's that
Let's
you
be
speaking
real.
of?
I'm talking about Malcolm X.
You saying that he was doing that?
Yeah, I think that was a disrespectful thing, and I think it was a clout thing. I think he was looking for clout, and no disrespect to Malcolm X at all. From what I saw from 2020, looking at it like, okay, if this happened today, it would look like clout. Cause they interviewing you. Why you keep mentioning?
You know, it's so
This
heavy
man
that
and
I
his
can't
kids
make
and that shit
judgment
was
because
deep to me.
we love Malcolm X.
I love Malcolm X, but I'm looking at it
So it's hard to make
subjectively.
judgment.
Is that the right word? Subjective.
Objective.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
One of those. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I looked at it like, nah, that ain't right and exact. Like from my grown man now standpoint, not what the school taught me about Malcolm.
Yeah.
Man to man, I was like, nah, I don't know if I would have did that. Me personally, that's kind of like a snitch. To me personally,
It dry snitching.
yeah, cause you was already you. You was already you. You
Well,
didn't
I'll
need to
say
bring
it
him
like
down
this.
to be
I'll
you.
say it like this. I wouldn't use that term when preferring to brother Malcolm.
Yeah.
But I will say maybe
Well, in
he was,
context to the
maybe
streets-
he was just he was an honest, square guy at this point, and those type of guys sometimes don't fit in that box. You know what I'm saying? And his honesty. You know what I mean? A lot of people. There was so many sides. It's like
Well,
today.
see, but okay, that's a.
There was so many sides.
Honesty,
I can honestly
but
wait. I
don't work
can honestly
when you're
wake
trying
up.
to check this out. When you're trying to build not society, a government. Like look at the CIA. You think they honest? Look at the FBI. You think they honest? Look at the United States government. Period. You think they honest? How you run a government? Be honest. Or you got to do what you got to do to make sure the house still stands.
No, I feel exactly what you're saying because.
So what would you do?
Yes,
That's
I
like
feel
a
you.
spy.
I get it. But
In a
it's still,
government situation,
it's still something like we never
you're
touched.
jeopardizing the nation at that point.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. So when you're dealing with a nation, see, a lot of people think that's just a title. Them brothers are really building a nation. They're not playing about that. So when you're talking about a nation, you would be considered a treasoner. Is that a word? Somebody that commits treason.
now.
Treasonous.
A treasonous. So that's
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
so I'm saying all that to say, that's why the animosity was there. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why that animosity was there. It's fucked up what happened to Malcolm. They was dead wrong. But I don't think the brothers did it, to be quite honest with you. I think the CIA was responsible for Malcolm's death. And of course they used what happened to, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't think Elijah Muhammad had anything to do with it. He was grieving.
Right.
But I could see how at any moment that could have happened the way Malcolm was talking. Because if nowadays that shit happen in the streets, somebody's gonna do something, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna do something.
Right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
And I think he knew.
Oh, of course. I mean, you bomb somebody's house one week and then the next week, you know, it's a whole different thing.
Exactly.
But you know, all respect to to
Absolutely.
the minister, the brother Malcolm X, and of course the Honorable Elijah
Absolutely.
Muhammad and the whole nation, the fruit of Islam. FOIs everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Nation of Islam.
And you have the FOI. That's the
The
female.
FOI is the military.
Hold up, wait a minute. What's the
I thought he was
Hold up, what
talking
is it? I'm
about
sorry.
Fruit of the
Pardon. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Me and Markice
We just came back from the commercial
live
break.
together.
Yo, let me tell y'all some fly shit, right?
I did a movie with this guy. He's sick.
So,
Yo.
I get picked up from the airport. Yo, I get picked up from the airport, right?
Where you going with this? You better tell everything what you doing.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm not gonna tell them.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Take it easy.
So, I get picked up from the airport. She's like, at the house, Markice is there and blah blah blah, and he's already there. And I was like, it's like 12, 1 o'clock. So I come out and I'm like, I never met him, but I see him around. I was like, how this little nigga going? I don't know how this little.
Hold up, you telling the
You know what I
story?
mean?
Somebody y'all
Hold
got
on,
action.
yo, come on.
Same
tell
thing
me this
that was probably gonna do when he
Story.
met
Going
me.
on in the back.
It's same. This guy.
My only story.
Like to share with the class.
Hey, that tall guy over there, he's the one doing
They
it.
want to know what you drinking, Scozy. What's
Oh, she the gangster.
Oh, what are you drinking?
Yes. Give me a little bit of that clear with a little bit of
Niggas don't need
that
nothing.
Water. He's drinking water.
clear.
Some fucking water.
So,
Gangster.
You want to hear that story, though?
Jazzy LA.
Oh yeah, we
Jazzy
got the ice going. Got that ice going. Got that ice
You want me
going.
to drive it?
So the way you guys good?
Okay.
The way we did it. I'm talking about the first time, right?
What?
The first
Which
time we met in Orlando.
Yes.
First time we met in Orlando. I get picked up late night. I'm pull up to the house. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this guy because I'm like, how this guy? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm funny style. Like,
What do you mean? You are funny style, but what are you talking about?
I know, but
on set or
no,
you guys?
we staying together in this big house. He on one side, I'm on the
This
other
nigga
side.
showed up in cowhide.
Did you guys
Hold up,
wait
wait a minute. No, so he come out the room and he like, yo, fam, we just instantly clicked. He asked me for a cigarette. We went outside. We clicked. We built. But the next day, the very next day,
rolled it himself.
when we went to set after we wrapped that first day. We went to Walmart and we got about $400 worth of food.
I had 2 food stamp cards.
Drink.
I
That
get
was
busy
beautiful.
with food stamps.
It was beautiful.
I don't care what they say. I keep like 3.
Eat better
He's like, you
today.
got one of these?
Or as Chris Kennedy used to say,
He like, you got
You ain't got a
stamps?
job. You got to
What
have some
the hell you talking about?
Nah, and a
Thank you very much.
pocket full of fresh
Hella money.
cash. You know what I mean? A pocket full of fresh Krispies when you get
And
off
I'm
the
like, I ain't
plane.
spending
You know what I
nothing,
mean?
nigga.
It was crazy.
so
stamps.
you never told us when you stopped hustling.
No, wait,
We on set, hey, yo.
We talking
need
positive.
some- No, my bad. You said 19, you said 12, you said 19.
I know it.
That's your guy.
I don't hear
That's
myself.
Jersey niggas.
So
Right.
But what I liked about it was like, when you're doing a movie, away from home, and you got somebody that you vibe with that understand, like let's go to Walmart and pile up, and we gonna cook we cook like
cook
kings.
every
You
day,
understand? We had the
and we had people coming over. That shit was
we had everything.
hella liquor.
You know how you dip the bread? You ever dip the bread and dip the bread?
Malik was like
dip the bread. Come on.
Malik was like Bing Rames and Baby
this nigga
Boy
is
every
nuts.
morning.
I realized I was
I'm your
dealing
mom's
with
boyfriend.
a whole nut. This nigga get up 6
he
o'clock
want
in
some
the
eggs?
morning and go running and shit. Like, I ain't used to that Rocky shit. Like, this nigga.
Markice,
out
you want
the
eggs?
window. He like, yo, I'm cooking. You want anything? No, nigga, I'm
Bing
drunk
Rames over
still.
there. What was Tyrese's stepfather name?
Butt ass nigga in the kitchen.
It was a longer.
Yeah, that's
No,
me
but-
now. That's me now when I'm dating.
That's you now.
But hold up. But what about the time?
Get your little punk ass. fucking your mama, nigga. Get the fuck. Get in there, nigga.
Yo, we used to stay up all night and then go to set and
Word.
never go to sleep. Yo, one
Never.
time he disappeared.
Drugs,
We
man.
had the
Fucking
Henny,
drugs, man. Fuck, let's
he
get it.
disappeared. And I didn't see him till the
You don't wanna
morning.
say
And
that.
he just walking down the street and we gotta go to set. Like
Oh
he
yeah.
was like, yo,
no, I was no.
Yo,
bro.
he
I'm
was-
gonna tell y'all
yo,
a real
nigga-
life story.
nigga
I know
was
you won't
wildin'.
say it because you respect me. That's
Yeah,
love.
no.
Fuck that. Let me tell you. So right, I got so drunk. This nigga, we kept a bottle of something in the house, right? And I tell the story because I'm still amazed that it actually happened. So I woke up at a mini mart.
What? like a quickie mart or some shit? Or a bodega?
Yo, it's funny because it really was, bro.
like 7-Eleven or something.
It was like a bunch of different stores. And I was asleep, bro. That's why I slept. I thought I was home. I thought I was home, yo. It was so comfortable. I woke up like, yo, no more. You gotta get your shit together, bro. This is fucked up. Like, I walked back to the house. Shorty was still up. Remember, she was like, nigga, you slept
worried about
outside.
you.
We was looking for you.
Did you make it to set?
Yeah, I made it to set. I always make it to set. I'm a professional. He can tell you, I don't play. I could be asleep right here, drunk as hell, and you say action, boy.
Huh?
Yeah, do his thing. Do his
I don't
thing.
play no games.
We had a good time, huh?
Yeah, we had a
good
great
time
time.
down there.
Great time. And the movie's great.
Yeah.
I hope it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm capping. But
What's the
I
name
hope
of
it-
this movie? What is this about? What's going on?
I produced it actually. I'm one of the producers on the movie. It's called 45 Seconds. They're actually in post right now. And we had some complications, but it was raw. And I believe in the woman that did it. Her name's Jamie. So I'm hoping and praying that it,
Shout out
it
to
comes out
Jamie.
looking good because it's a dope ass project. And it took a lot of people quit on the producer. They quit. They just stopped fucking with her. So we had to work with her. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, shout out to Jamie, because she pulled a rabbit out of a hat to make a movie happen.
Good to Jamie.
And then made me a producer.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my
that
first
Jamie.
production. So I hope y'all fuck with it. And if,
Okay.
and if it's a little hood, we was working with what we had.
Hey,
45
listen,
seconds.
man.
What's the name of the movie?
45 seconds.
45
seconds.
Yeah, you want a synopsis, my nigga?
Yeah, I want to synopsis.
Google it.
Huh?
Oh no.
Nah, it's on IMDb.
Don't get hard because another
Two guys,
Jersey.
two
Don't
guys
that's
from
how we
Jersey.
do that.
Don't get hard because
Walk to
another
Atlanta
Jersey
on
nigga here.
I-95.
This guy's so
And he
loud, I'm in
turned
the red.
fuck up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My shit's on red. I'm like, yo, I ain't talking.
No, you talking right now. Your mine not in the red. Yours was
Yo,
definitely in the red.
you gonna turn your level down?
I'm
Turn my level
I'll
down.
turn mine because
You turn yours down, I'll turn mine up.
This is not our
That's why we
first
go
Got
podcast.
that many questions on there, man.
Listen, I don't listen. Let me tell you something.
freestyle.
I'm doing. Listen.
Let me see.
Look, I watched Joe Rogan.
think you
You know what he said? You know what he said? You know what he said?
You're not gonna let me
He says he's like, you know, he's almost like a rapper. I think he didn't. I'm putting
So
it in
you
my term.
freestyling?
No, you know, because you know what? Only the greats can talk for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh,
4
you
hours
can
is
talk for
best.
6 to 7.
No, I be having to tell people to take your battery out.
Nobody even
Sometimes
around.
you gotta take it. I've been on it for 20 years. He hasn't silenced once. Silence. You know what I mean? Like never. You know what I
I'm quiet, something wrong.
mean? This dude and
When I
this
get
dude.
quiet,
Listen, here's the
You
thing.
gotta be careful. You gotta watch the silent ones.
Something wrong.
What's wrong with him?
Quiet.
None. He's always like that. Oh shit.
Yeah, I go talk to them fast.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna pay you to be on my team, or you gotta go.
Yeah. It's either you got a quality or you're crazy.
You gonna be a problem.
You will be a problem.
Yeah.
It will be a problem. It will be a problem. My man Sideman, I ain't heard
Who
from
is
him all
Sideman?
night.
Yeah,
Sideman, who
Sideman.
the fuck
First
are
of
you?
all, it's side nigga. You keep fucking my name up.
That's
Get it
side
right.
nigga.
That's side
No,
guy.
it's Side Guy.
Really
You don't even
Side
know
Guy
your
and
name.
brown nigga.
God, you're not gonna give me my name.
We've been
nigga
calling him
said side
better.
nigga.
Nigga.
Wait, we got two
Better
better
man.
Sound guy. Sound guy.
Good, y'all
Are you
got
Side nigga?
No, he's side guy.
Y'all niggas is
Side
No,
Guy.
shit I ever
No
experienced.
N-word.
You know what, man? You don't
First
know
of
the
all, y'all
dude.
niggas got
And but we been, that's why we've been calling him.
No,
We changed the M to an M.
This is what. Listen, this is what acting
Better
up is about.
nigga.
Hold up, Cisco. Hold up. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys.
Y'all need to-
Janet, listen. I'm sorry, but listen. I didn't tell you. I
Janet?
think. Listen.
Who's
This
Janet?
is what acting
We got
up
a
is
Janet
about.
here?
It's it's not taking yourself too
These
serious.
guys are acting.
You know,
up
you
for
get
real.
it, guys.
Cutting.
Right.
So I want you to get drunk.
So,
Jennifer, can you get us another drink,
outside.
please?
No, don't get
No,
no drink.
I want you to drunk.
You need
I want you to
something.
get drunk. I want you to
Yes.
smoke
Ginger.
something.
How you feel?
I want to smoke. Yo, hold up, man. Can I get something to roll up?
Yeah,
We're in the middle of a show. We're in the middle of a show.
We're
We're in the middle of a show. You know what I mean? This is a family show.
Can I smoke?
This is a family show.
It's not a
This is not a family show.
Not a family show.
Oh,
Said it's a
family.
family.
What's going on? What's going on, guys?
So Janet, you're the boss. Can I smoke or not?
What's your contraption over there?
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad's in the building.
Oh, you
Nah. We got
wrong, sir.
we got Baby Soul in the
I talked
house.
to you
So
about
Baby
it.
Soul,
We got a baby.
Now I
We got a
can't
baby
smoke.
in the house. We got a baby.
Baby Soul hasn't started smoking yet. He's on the edibles. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the
Working his
CBD.
way up.
We're joking. Don't
Getting
do
his
not
time
say
up.
People are gonna say
whatever that place is that
I'm
puts him
kidding.
home.
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't
You
say
know,
what?
Whatever that place is
There's alcohol
called.
in there, right?
What's that?
Wow, Jenny, thank you,
When
baby.
you're supposed to be a bad parent.
Like that.
CPS.
We teach you right. Yo, Cisco. See, now you're just being plain rude.
What?
We treat people nice on the Acting Up
We
podcast.
have
Why?
been treating them nice. Have
She
you
know
not
the
been treating them
Jennifer,
nice?
she get him a drink and she
yeah.
bring it
Well,
over
first of
here.
all, she poisoned me. Okay, that wasn't a drink.
No alcohol.
That wasn't a drink.
Yeah, she is known to poison people.
This is poison.
Her hand is very heavy.
Yo,
Very heavy.
bro, man. The bass in that voice, that shit mad deep. That shit mad deep right now.
Who mad
You
deep?
know my shit like Mike
Oh,
Tyson.
Mr.
Come
Worm?
on, son.
Yeah, Mr. Worm. He's usually
Mr.
you know,
Worm.
he used to be in
like
on White
quiet.
Sex.
He's like quiet right now.
Hey man, you said you was gonna talk about my background.
Exactly.
That's where I'm trying to
My
go.
culture.
Brother. Yes.
We started talking about Elijah Muhammad. That was my fault, right?
Can you tell us?
Well,
Can you tell us?
acting up? We
Yeah.
talking about the biz, but I mean, but if I had known,
Yeah.
I probably would have seen that. He gets
I
sidetracked
like
a lot.
these cups, by the way.
The cups
Can
are
I
fly.
keep it? Is it mine?
You
Oh.
can't keep the
Not
cups.
a
It might have
chance.
a t-shirt.
Not a chance in hell,
No, you
Mr.
can't keep the
Mr.
cups.
Elijah Muhammad.
That's a prop. That's a prop.
Yeah, that's just a prop that holds liquor. So it's just
You
so sorry.
bastards.
But you know what? Hey, if you come on again in 6 months,
I'm
we
never
actually
coming
might
back
have
to
that.
this shit. I ain't never coming back to
I think we
this.
just lost control of the show.
He said we just lost control of the show.
We just lost, what?
Well, get it
You know
back.
what?
Take some
Hey,
time. Reset.
We could use a sponsor. Any of you guys out there that make cups, that make t-shirts.
But hold up,
You know what I mean? We
guys.
got this.
Wait, do it
Okay,
again.
you guys been drinking. I'm trying to
So
get
have
this.
you.
I'm trying to get this interview.
Well, ask me some
going.
goddamn
There we
questions.
go.
then. That's what I came in for.
We're looking for sponsors for everything. Moolah, drinks.
He's
Hey,
gotta
look,
do that.
I'm handling business. This is
He's gotta
brought to
do
you by you.
Wait,
Right now.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
This is brought to you. Acting Up Podcast brought to you by you. So whoever you are,
I'm so
holla at
biased.
us.
Yo, and that's what's up. Holla at us. Holla at us.
I'm biased.
So Markice,
If
I
y'all
want to
wasn't
know.
my nigga,
Hold
I'd
up.
have been about
I
my
want to
nigga.
know. You won't bounce on me, Markice. You don't bounce on me. You get back over
We
here.
were just gonna ask you to
What an
invest.
asshole.
He said he had a lot of, he's giving away apartments to homeless people.
I'm
You don't
trying to
invest in
I'm trying to
Acting
drive
Up
the
Podcast.
drop
That
top.
was dumb. That was dumb, but
Yes, investing in us might be smart.
Now, I want to know about the rap career. How did that get
career. I
started?
don't know if it's a career.
I mean,
you dropped him. You got
I do music.
got a mixtape, son.
I did music first. That's how I got out the hood.
you guys. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Tell me about
Hey,
it.
the new people in the back.
about the acting.
All right.
He's like, fuck your music.
Reset.
We want to hear about your
We
acting.
want to
We
talk
still
about
recording.
his music, his background. Let's start from there.
Oprah.
That's right. We on it. You ready?
Music.
Wait.
Okay.
We're putting cuts in this?
1, 2,
Somebody's
3.
editing this?
Yes.
Yeah, nigga, it just got
Editing this.
It just
Okay.
got edited. That's gonna
Okay.
be dope when y'all go back and be like,
We're leaving
niggas
that
lost
in.
control. You gotta do a break. Where you say, at this point, niggas lost control. So then you just cut to right now.
Marquise, you told
Yes.
me a story. Can you tell me like that? It was like I think it was Suge Knight or something like this.
Yo, you a funny nigga.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, just tell me a
got
story.
you got a
Tell me
Suge Knight
about
story?
this.
I do have a shit nice story. Come on, man.
I thought it was.
You know what? That's a story I'm not gonna tell.
You gonna hold that? All right, save it for the book.
What, is he getting out soon?
I'm gonna hold that one.
Save it for the book.
Okay,
Yeah,
see? This guy.
I feel you.
You told me
Next.
the question
And you
you
know,
asked me.
when you
nigga,
get
I
him
ain't
stomped,
answering
it's
that
all
one.
good. You know what I mean?
Fuck
Like
that,
he
yeah.
stomped you. He did
You
stomp you
think
that
you're
one
trying to
time
really
to you
get a
earlier.
Talking to me?
Yeah, he did stop you that one time.
Yeah, I don't need Jack. You know I'm in the house.
I
From the DR. What's up, Young
There was a
Burger?
Bow Wow story.
Pizza in
Oh,
there.
There's a Bow Wow story.
Danny
No, no Bow Wow story. You,
Hey, yo, still the team.
I mean, come on, we spent like 2 months
Yo,
in the
you a
house.
real journalist now. Fuck out of here. This nigga hung out with me and did a whole movie just so he could bring me on a podcast.
Hey, be careful.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, Markice, be careful with the congas while you talking.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not
Bro.
able to hear you.
No, I mean, I'm not telling the story. I'm just saying if
hung
you
out
want to
with me
share
and
it.
learn all this shit.
I mean, listen,
Wait.
man, you're an
Oh,
interesting
shit,
guy.
you
Two
say you
questions
Pusha
that-
T you?
Fight
That's a
some-
Pusha T right there?
Wow.
Yeah, no,
What Bow Wow story? Which one?
I mean,
Oh, we got a Bow Wow?
all I know is okay. I was
That's
in,
my nigga. He
I was
showed
in
up.
Atlanta with Markice, and it was like the red carpet everywhere we went. They was running up on him, running down on him.
He showed up.
You know what I'm saying? We stand on tables. It was
Man,
it was
look,
a few
you gotta
people in
understand,
it.
bro.
It's
They
nice.
was stars.
Mhm.
I was in the streets. I knew all of them then. They family, bro. Bow Wow's family. I don't have nothing to say wrong about Bow Wow.
man, that's a story.
No, it gotta be a girl involved somewhere. It gotta be a girl.
Oh,
I don't
Maybe
know
you
the
might
story.
feel more inclined to tell it.
Yeah,
Let's not go there. Let's not go
I
there.
didn't know. I mean,
I was good friends with Sierra. That was my dog. But
For real?
I was too
that's-
far in the streets,
That's
so
what
she
she
was
was
like,
like?
I can't fuck with this look.
I didn't even know this was.
But
this
yeah,
is
that
new
was my friend. That was my friend.
stuff. Okay.
And at the time, she liked street niggas. I don't know what's going on now.
Ooh,
but
is this Sierra?
yeah.
Like the pop it, lock it, drop it. That
Russell
Russell.
Simmons.
I mean, her baby
It is a
daddy's
small
future,
town.
she
You're talking
dressed
about
like
Atlanta, yeah? Okay.
Where you think she
Go
get
there.
that from?
Russell Simmons don't look like no street.
Okay, so you guys were close friends?
Yeah, bro.
like-
It
Russell
comes to a
Wilson.
point in a woman's life where you gotta realize what's real and what's some nigga shit.
Church.
And she did the right thing.
Yeah, she
Oh, that's
did.
fine.
But everything that's perfect ain't perfect. But she did the right thing, in my opinion. What's gonna happen with a nigga like me?
I don't know, Marquise. What's
I
gonna
mean,
happen?
she might be
It's
looking
too
like.
I thought we were here to talk
Are
about
we
her.
being honest?
Be honest.
Are we being honest here?
Where you going, baby? Why you take so long?
I got 2 daughters, right?
Yeah.
I teach my daughters to stay away from men that did the things that I've done. So what is that?
Somebody said that's only right.
yeah, it's only right. If you
Only
real,
right.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
so
right.
she did the right thing. What the fuck was? Where would she be if she was with Markice Moore right now?
Sierra Moore.
Get the fuck out of here. She would be struggling.
Sierra.
The strip
Markice-
club.
Figure it
Markice
out.
Moore's baby mama.
She was good. She was smart. She was good. She did what she was supposed to do. Shout out to CC.
Duh.
Okay.
Shout out to that. They look like they got a nice union going on over there.
Man, picture perfect. I painted a perfect picture.
Speaking of which, you gonna drop 16 on us? What's
No,
good?
absolutely
What's
not.
good?
But nah, I can do that if you got a beat.
Can we do like
We
a-
just happen to have beats, don't we?
What can we do?
Put the beat on.
Can
Go on YouTube.
Can you
Put
do
up
it
the
to
beat.
dancehall?
Nah, I'm too old school.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That's that Latino
Who the fuck gonna
shit.
rap over that? What the hell?
School bell rings. I fight for dope.
Nobody's rapping.
Who you got, Mr. Dope?
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Hey, I rap too. You want to rap?
He said no.
It's Trinidad side.
So we don't have a beat. It's a no on the beat. No.
Jersey cats never learned how to beatbox.
Hell yeah, we used to.
Hey, don't you? With side
Can I do that?
nigga,
Oh, yeah.
don't you work with the Wu-Tang Clan? Can we give a beat?
No beats, God. No beats.
Oh, see this.
We're good.
That's that East Coast shit.
Beatbox over
That's that
Wu-Tang.
East Coast shit.
No beats.
We gotta be flying in right now.
We got a beat flying in right now.
They got a real production.
Hey, murder.
But hold up,
Hey,
hold up. Do
bro.
we got rights to that beat? You gotta give us a beat.
Yeah, we got a beat.
I got a beat. He got it on his drive. They ain't gonna pull it up.
Oh,
What do you mean I ain't gonna put it up?
pull that up. So we pulled up a beat with Markice Moore.
It was on your
You know what I mean?
line.
So what's your rap name? What's your rap name?
Oh, I'm Young Daddy now, nigga. Nah,
Wait a minute, what was it before
it's
Young
Markice,
Daddy?
man.
Yo?
Before that,
The
when I
brother
was,
Markice.
it was Keeson. Everybody used to call me Keeson. There's still people that know me as Keeson. I put shit out like I just.
What does he do?
I went to jail.
Okay, hey, whoever that is, can we
That
turn
shit
it
fucked
up?
me up.
Dope game.
What we got?
Wow.
What?
What's that?
Who's
That nigga put a beat on from 2002.
Live one? All right,
You got
let's keep.
like that cash
Markice,
money.
murder him,
big.
nigga. Hey, I believe in you,
This
bro.
nigga with the
Murder.
pressure.
Murder.
God
Let's do it. You gonna put the beat on?
Let's pressure. Hey,
What if that
pressure
nigga
Russ
whack?
Pipes.
Yeah, that'd be funny as hell if I'm
That would be
trash.
hilarious. We got it on
Okay,
camera.
here we go.
It'd be funny as hell if I'm trash, right?
Okay.
Funny for you, son.
Oh, there you go.
They like, this is
get it.
this nigga trash.
Spit that
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Well, we'll pass it to you.
Acting
We'll
up
pass it to you.
Nah, I got it.
That's how we
got
do.
it. Nah, I got
Yo,
it.
word up.
You got it.
He said he got it. He said he got it.
Everybody's a rapper. That's why I hate to say that this is my occupation. I'm awake and they sedated like an operation. These rap niggas be playing, they say they pop stay with more security than Obama's inauguration. Stop your hating if your blades fuck a long talk. Cause a 9 to clear your mind like a long walk. Listen, you hate I, don't say hi or wave the wave. Don't be a groupie, just shoot me like David Spade. Born in the decade, the game begun. Therefore I love the 80s more than VH1. You spray guns, I hear that. But I know niggas that'll get rid of your ass for a tear tap. And it might end if I invite them. You'll be in a series of unfortunate events like Jim. If you marry, divorce, cause she won't miss you when I'm digging your wife in. Listen, Mr. Young Face, highly discreet. It's like Grace Ice Skate, I don't ride on the beat. It take money to make money, party with me. Cause I can raise money quicker than tsunami relief, nigga. You want battle with nothing, get your grands up, but be ready, you taking more punches than a vandal. If you a hustler and you know what to fuck 'em. If you a bitch, you couldn't get a Coke soda through custom.
And you ain't bitch ass nigga, you ain't going through customs, you don't understand what we do, we think we bustin'. I don't care, I'm a motherfucking trust him. That nigga come at me, I'm a motherfucking toss him. Off the building,
like a
off the
Jersey
roof, fuck
nigga.
that. All the niggas, I was rapping, nigga.
Yo, Jersey Cats will hijack your beat.
That rapping thing is serious, guys.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I put the Holy Ghost. I put the rapping.
It's a ghost though, right? That shit was dead.
I didn't know who I was.
He did the same shit on Get Richard Die Trying.
Stop the beat. Stop the beat.
Stop the beat.
He said stop the beat.
I got excited. I never know. You know what I mean? I get excited sometimes.
You gotta be careful around Malik if there's a cipher.
That nigga say, yo, I got it. Bitch. I want it mine. I want it mine.
Hey, you got your 15 seconds of fame. What's your rap name, Malik?
Malik Supreme.
Nah, you got
Malik interrupting.
I'm Embezzle. I'm Louis Maine.
The Interrupter.
The interrupter.
Did I cut you off? MC Interrupter.
MC Interrupter.
I mean interrupter.
I knew that was gonna happen eventually, bro. I splashed the fuck out of him. He was.
He only got 15 bars in because of you.
That's the shit that's gonna be the highlight. Like me, like you a real nigga too. What the fuck are you doing? What are we doing? Wrapping this shit up or what?
We got
One
question. As far as music, you know, because who's one of your biggest music influences and who's one of your biggest acting influences? Because that sounds like, you know, those are two of your strengths right there.
My biggest acting influence. Damn, I'm gonna start with acting. Marlon Brando.
Streetcar named Desire. Oh, hold up. I got a Marlon and Brando. I got a Marlon and Brando impression.
Why Marlon? Why him?
Because he never stopped acting.
And then I like the way he did that thing when he rubbed the cat.
This nigga here.
Hey, I got a question.
As far as music, your biggest influence?
LOX.
Oh,
the logs. Come on now.
Yeah.
I got a question
I'm from the
too.
Bronx. So
This bitter nigga.
Bitter nigga.
You ever kill anybody?
Oh my god.
Oh no,
Listen, man, that's a valid question. I mean, that's a valid question. I don't know.
It's
We
a
don't know
valid
you.
question.
That is not why are we talking
We
about?
don't know you.
Is he from Jersey?
Nah, but you know what? That's what it is. That's all love. That's all love. We gotta shout out. You know, our guest host today. Listen. It was a good question. I don't know. Yes or no? Did you murder the guy or not? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you a house painter? Are you paint houses? We don't know you.
Irishman over
listen. All right, so look, we gotta wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Cause Markice, he gotta run. He got shit to do. You know, he got the drop top outside. I
saw that joint.
I didn't say what color.
You already said it.
And Markice,
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
I didn't say what color was Maserati.
Pop.
Yo.
Yeah, but you run up on me, I'm a pop. So don't.
Nah, you know.
That's why I asked
what he
the
really
question.
gotta do. He gotta go see if those homeless people are still in his
That's
place.
late. So we gonna give a shout out. Much love. Thank you for my nigga Markice Moore coming through. Markice Moore.
Hey,
That's my nigga. Now let's smoke something.
You know what? Hey, let's hope he comes back.
I don't think he's gonna come back.
You think he's gonna come back?
Nah, we was too rough for him. It was that last.
Wrap it up. Wrap the show up.
Who the hell said that? Your voice is.
Yo.
That guy get the bass in the voice.
This is
Everybody, don't worry about
This
it.
ain't
You
a
won't be
movie
here
set.
next
This
week.
is a podcast.
I don't
It's
like
all about
bass in the
voice.
You dig?
Our voice.
Yeah.
So on that note, shut the fuck up.
Shalom.
Yo,
Thanks for everybody coming through.
and Bizzle.
Yes.
We
did it again.
put it up. I put it down. You put it up.
Right,
Put it down.
okay, good.
So
Hold on.
I mean, we're not putting numbers on these. You know what I mean?
And you ain't bitch ass nigga. You ain't going through customs. You don't understand what we do. We think we bustin'. I don't care. I'm a motherfucker. Trust me.